Hey everyone, we're going to dive into Sam Howell. Is it over for Sam Howell? And we're going to be talking about Drake Maye and Sam Howell and how it can affect their friendship moving forward if Drake Maye is drafted here in Washington. Stay tuned for the RD Sports Channel. Coming up next.
Work hard and play hard and grind harder just like that. Work hard and play hard and grind hard. I'll be right back.
Hey everyone, and welcome to the RD Sports Channel with your boy RDG. We in the building. Hey, please hit the like, share, and subscribe button. Comment if you will in the comment section. And don't forget to hit the bell, the notification button, so you'll be informed every time I drop the latest video. You guys have been great. I've gotten a lot of subscribers. I've reached the 5,000 mark. You guys, I couldn't have done it without you guys. You guys are the real MVP. Like I said, this is my page, right? But you guys got say so in this page also. In that comment section, hey, I get a lot of ideas from you guys. You know, you guys make a lot of great points. Like I always say, we the smartest fans in the DMV, in the football world. We're the smartest fans. Forget the DMV. We're the smartest fans all over. Wherever you're located at, if you're a Commanders fan, you're smart. Simple as that. I want to dive into today's topic, which is going to be covering Sam Howell and Drake Maye. But I'm going to talk about Sam Howell first. And the reason why I don't think it's over for Sam Howell, partly because look who was working with him. Look who he was under. He was under Ron Rivera tutelage. EB, no knock on him, but EB didn't do a good job with him. I don't think that EB did a good job with that guy. He kind of messed him up for the rest of the season. And I'm going to tell you why Sam Howell's not over for Sam Howell. When Sam Howell, let's go back and dive into this. When Sam Howell was effective and when he was really lighting the league on fire is when he was a balanced quarterback. When he was playing hero ball and being himself out there, I know he was missing guys and stuff like that. Guys running wide open and stuff like that. I get all that. I understand that. But this was a young guy learning on the job. This is a young guy running out there with his head on fire, you know, and defenses are throwing everything at this young man, you know, everything that they can muster. All the slick plays from those savvy defensive coordinators, they was just throwing it at Sam Howell. And Sam Howell, he looked good on some of those, against some of those teams, you know, when he was playing his ball, when he was doing things his way. But I think where it got lost at in translation is when Ron Rivera in the press conferences and EB in the press conference wanted him to strictly be like a passing quarterback, you know, as far as like strictly staying in the pocket. Ron Rivera made references to Sam using his feet, but I think because Sam was a 1-read, 2-read guy. He wasn't a 3, 4, and 5 read guy. If that first read wasn't there, he panicked a little bit. He looked to his second read, that was covered. By the time he looked to his third read, which was the player that was wide open, now he's covered. So Sam Howell, that was causing Sam Howell to hold the ball too long, and he was taking a lot of sacks. And then they was complaining about him taking a lot of sacks. So what'd he do? He threw interceptions. You know what I'm saying? So he was in a lose-lose situation. But I think when he was playing his best football is when he was a run-pass quarterback. You know what I'm saying? When his first and second reads wasn't there, Sam Howell was taking off running, and that's when he was most effective. He was making plays with his legs. You know what I'm saying? He was throwing on the run, which is a part of his game. And I think by him being coached so much, and he was just trying to be the perfect guy because he didn't want to lose his starting position to Jacoby Brissett, he was pressing a lot out there. You know what I'm saying? With the right coaching, I think Sam Howell could turn his situation around. And I still want us to draft a quarterback. Now, I know a lot of people was saying that Sam Howell need a good offensive line and this, that, and the fourth. That may be true. But I still think that process by him getting knocked around all those times, I think it's still in his head. And that's something that you can't shake off unless you get a great offensive line. Everything got to be great around this kid, and I don't know if we're going to have a great offensive line in one season. So putting Sam Howell back out there to be the starting quarterback, I don't think is a good idea, because then you can totally ruin this guy. To me, it's not over for Sam Howell, but I don't think he's a starter going into next year. I really don't. You got half of the fan base saying that he could be our starter, and then the other half, like majority, I'm not even going to say half, majority want us to get a whole nother quarterback. You know, you got a small percentage. I say 65 to 35%. 65% want us to get draft a quarterback. 35% of us want us to draft back, get more draft picks, build the offensive line, and get some linebackers and some bookends on the ends. Well, here's the story, y'all. You can't get everything all in one year. Every team has holes. It's how the coaches scheme it up to make it look like they don't have glaring holes. But if you got glaring holes, that's when you fill those positions up. But stuff that you can scheme up, you scheme up. No team is perfect. There's no such thing as a perfect team out there. So if you guys thinking that we're going to be just because we draft back and get a lot of offensive line, those offensive lines still got to learn. You know what I'm saying? They still got to go through the motions. That doesn't mean anything. Just because you got a bunch of offensive line, they still got to get coached up. They still got to go through the rigors. They still got to get experience. They're going to give up sacks. They're going to miss blocks. They're going to get thrown around by these savvy veteran defensive tackles, these sophisticated defensive schemes, these stunts that these defensive linemen the defensive line coaches be drawing up, and the schemes that the defensive coordinator can cook up can cause these guys a lot of problem when they trying to face these blitzes, these exotic blitzes. So don't get your hopes all up by saying, oh, all we got to do is draft offensive linemen and it's cured. No, it's not. They still got to go through their learning curve, and they're not going to look the par. You guys are going to be dogging them out. Oh, man, he's sorry, man. He can't block. He can't do that. No. See, that's the problem. You gotta let the guy develop. You know what I'm saying? Sam Howell, to me, is 50. I'm 50-50 on Sam Howell. I still want us to draft Jaden Daniels because I like Jaden Daniels' upside. I think Sam Howell ceiling is what he provided for us in his first 8 games. I think that's Sam Howell ceiling right there. Other than reading defense, getting as far as like going through his progressions and stuff like that a little bit more, but it's hard for him to do that when the offensive line is kind of shaky. I get all that, but I need for Sam Howell to go in the film room, and what he really needs to work on is recognizing where the blitz is coming from. That's where he needs the rest. That's where it starts right there. He got to recognize where the blitz is coming from, and then everything else will take care of itself. Once he know how to call out those blitz and put the offensive lines in the correct block, and the running backs and the offensive linemen in the correct blocking scheme for him to protect him when they blitzing 7 and 8, or when they blitzing 7, or when they sending 7 guys and stuff like that at him. He's got to know where to go at with the football. Those are things he need to hone in on and work on. And once he does that, then I'll think he'll be, a legit quarterback, but I don't know if he'll be a legit quarterback for us. And that's the sad part, you know what I mean? Because if we draft a quarterback, we basically saying, goodbye, Sam Howell. We don't have time for your learning curve. You know what I'm saying? You go learn somewhere else. You're gonna be a backup for until your contract is over, and then we're gonna send you away if they don't cut him first after this year is up. Or if they can get some trade. I've been hearing about the Jets wanting to trade for Sam Howell. That's cool and all, as long as they give us a nice third, or if we can get a second for him. Hey, if the Jets want him that bad, give us a second. Forget the third. I want a second. If y'all want him that bad, send us a second. Other than that, he's on that bench. You know what I'm saying? If we don't sign Jacoby Brissett want to go somewhere and start. So he may not want to sign a 1-year or 2-year deal with Washington because he want to go somewhere and start. His clock is ticking on his career. He probably want to go somewhere and start. So we might miss out on Jacoby Brissett. He may want more money. These guys want to get paid. He hasn't gotten that real payday yet, so he's probably trying to weigh out his options to see where he can go to at least get more money. 3-year deal, $20 million or $25 million for a serviceable backup. promising he get a chance to start like he did here, but with more money. I'll take that if I'm Jacoby Brissett versus staying here in Washington when you got Sam Howell and you're about to draft another quarterback. So where that leaves Jacoby Brissett? Big old question mark. You know what I mean? All right. Now, I want to talk about Drake Maye and Sam Howell. Why they shouldn't draft Drake Maye. Basically because they're friends. Sam Howell talked to this guy every single day. During the season, the latter part of the season, Sam Howell addressed that. You know, he's so excited for Drake Maye to be drafted in the NFL. You know, he talked to him every day. You know what I'm saying? They're really good buddies. They're close friends or whatever the case may be. So I got my close buddy on the team. That can cause a lot of friction. You know what I'm saying? You don't want a guy trying to battle for a quarterback position, especially two young quarterbacks, and they're good friends, they're close friends, battling for the same position. No. Not a good idea. So that's why I told people that we shouldn't draft a guy like Drake Maye. You know, we got one or two options. If Bears draft Caleb Williams, we got Jaden Daniels. No conflict of interest, no buddy system, a fair, legit competition. If they lose out on Jaden Daniels, if the Bears decide or some other team decide to leapfrog and take the number one spot to draft Jaden Daniels, then Caleb Williams will fall into our lap. They're comparing Drake Maye to a guy like Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert is a well-established quarterback in this league. I'm not going to take anything away from Justin Herbert. But I need a guy that can do it, that could be a two-way player, that could put a lot of stress on a defense with his legs and his arm. Justin Herbert, he can scramble a little bit, but he's no Jaden Daniels. You know what I mean? He's no Lamar Jackson. He's no Josh Allen. You know, guys of that nature. He's not one of those guys. I need a guy that can really put stress on the defense. And remember when we had RG3, how instantly he opened up the passing game because of the threat of the run. All those middle lanes, that deep ball, everything became open because of what he can do with his legs. So imagine if you draft a guy like Jaden Daniels, you know, with the skill set players that we got. They're going to get the one-on-ones. They're definitely going to get the one-on-ones. And they got to take advantage of it. They got to make defenses pay. That's going to open it up for guys like Terry McLaurin. You know what I'm saying? He's going to eat off these type of quarterbacks, these two-way quarterbacks. You know, when you got a statue back there, it's easy to take Terry McLaurin out of the game because you don't have no other threat. You know what I mean? You don't have no other threat. You know? So, yeah, when you got a guy that can put stress on the defense, one play he could take it to the house, like RG3 was, or Lamar Jackson types. Those types, they could take it to the house off one mistake, one missed tackle, those guys are gone to the house. You want a guy like that. Trust and believe that. You know what I mean? So that's my take. I just wanted to make a video, guys, about that, covering that. I don't think Drake Maye would be a good fit for us, strictly because of the conflict of interest of the friendship between him and Sam Howell. That wouldn't be good. You know what I'm saying? That wouldn't be good. They can sit up there and say, oh, it doesn't bother me. That's my friend. It's just competition. No, trust me. It'll affect the play on the field. Trust me. And I don't want to go into a deep dive of that, but, you know, if I had a friend playing on the field and we're best friends, we're jockeying for the same position, we're in competition for the same position, it'll cause some type of bad taste in your mouth if your friend get the job over you. You can say what you want, try to give the political answer all you want. Trust me, at the end of the day, it's not going to be the same. And then you're going to be looking over your shoulder. You know what I mean? Come on, man. We don't want that, man. Just let it be legit. Draft Jaden or Caleb Williams and be done with it. Simple as that, man. Anyway, it's your boy Arbor DG. I thank you all for tuning in. It's your first time tuning in. If you like what you see, please hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Don't forget to comment. Peace.